vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. We are so honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. Like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behaviors. We hope this orca encounter will help you better understand this magnificent creature and all that they represent.
Gonna get wet.
You're gonna get wet.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types, or ecotypes, of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
And Nakai, our 16-year-old male, will help me to show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly designed for taking a quick breath at the surface of the water. Even the location of their eye works to their advantage. Now, it may look to all of you that Nakai's eye is in that white oval eye patch, but that's a visual distraction. His eye is actually located just in front of that patch, near the corners of his mouth, camouflaging it from thrashing prey. Now, the fin on top of their back is called a dorsal fin. The dorsal fin helps to regulate the body temperature of the orca, It also helps to keep them stable while they swim. The flippers on either side of their body are called pectoral flippers. The pectoral flippers contain 5 bony digits inside them, just like the human hand. Now the lobes on either side of their tail are called flukes. The tail flukes are the killer whale's engine, propelling them close to 30 miles per hour, as fast as some of our speedboats. And they swim the fastest and produce the most power when lifting close to 10,000 pounds of their bodies out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language to communicate. A peck slap is used to show dominance and to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a peck slap to get her calf's attention. And when killer whales really want to be heard, they screech! Spy hopping is used to coordinate behavior and get a good look at their surroundings while they hunt. Those slaps are another part of communication used by killer whales out in the wild. Killer whales are great communicators, so it's no surprise they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Here comes Ian.
We're getting target wood.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue, and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
No, oh God.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them right off of the beach. Watch as one of our whales demonstrates the same behavior right here in front of all of you. Here comes a tiger who's 15 years old. Watch his tongue. Orcas in the Antarctic will create waves washing over floating ice, knocking seals into the water. Orcas demonstrating the same wave-like technique, showing the complex and impressive hunting skills developed by killer whales all around the world. Well, you've just seen these waves crashing right in front of you, but you can't really imagine the amount of water that's displaced until you experience it firsthand. Luckily, we have 3 brave volunteers. Hi girls, what are your names? Miala, Naya, nice to meet you. And Mom, your name? Rose. Pleasure to meet you all. We're going to do something a little bit different for our killer whales. So it looks like Dad has the camera. And here comes Makani. He's our little 5-year-old. So why don't you all go up against the glass and look at your husband and your dad. Turn around so they can see you. Take this off. There we go. He's going to give you a nice wave hello. Very nice, Makani. Isn't he cute? How old are you? How old are you? 8. Well, he's just 5 years old. And guess how much he weighs? 103 pounds? Close. He's over 3,000 pounds. Okay. Now, are you all ready to feel the power of the killer whales? Okay. Mom, 2 girls, have a seat. You can sit down. You don't want to stand, trust me. There you go. Now put your hood on. We warmed up the water for you today. It's about 54 degrees. And it looks like one of our whales is on their way. All right, everybody get ready. We had a before picture. Dad, get ready for the after picture. I'm going to get out of the way. Oh, yeah! You okay? That was powerful, wasn't it? Well, you all did great. Let's hear it for Rose and her 2 daughters. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for coming to SeaWorld. Girls, I hope you remember your day here at SeaWorld. Remember, you two can make a huge difference to all the animals out in the wild. Let's hear it one more time. Well, because killer whales live in every part of the world, it's no wonder they eat all types of prey, including other whales. The blue whale up on the screen is the largest animal on Earth. It is 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than Makani. So, how does a whale Makani size eat a whale that size out in the wild? It's possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Everyday life of our killer whales. It's how they teach their young to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. Now, orcas spend a lot of time showing off their playful side out in the wild and here at SeaWorld. Porpoises when killer whales swim fast, breaking the surface of the water briefly. Catching a ride on a wake of a boat or when surfing in a wave. Orcas like to be touched and can often be seen rubbing their bellies on rocks, just like Makani's doing. Now this same type of behavior is very similar to whales in British Columbia. Now you'll also see killer whales out in the wild imitating one another. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. The whales are always mimicking and learning from one another. Playful behavior has a purpose, and many of the behaviors you've seen today are behaviors killer whales use out in the wild to stun their prey. And luckily for all of you, looks like our orcas might just be stunning all of you. Every day to share trusted relationships to provide optimal health care, research, and quality of life. Now the whales here take an active role in their health and well-being. And as you saw before the presentation, our animals are trained to roll over and offer their tail flips to take a blood sample every month to monitor their overall health. The whales will also slide up on a scale, and Akaika is demonstrating the same behavior right here. Now, although this is a great opportunity for you to see how beautiful he is, this is an important husbandry behavior. This is how we weigh all 10 killer whales once a week to monitor their weight to ensure that all of our whales are receiving the appropriate nutrition. That'll also allow us to take a sample from their blowhole. All of these behaviors are possible because the strong bonds and relationships that we've built with our killer whales day after day here at SeaWorld.
John Manta.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce you to the whale that impacted me as a little girl when I visited SeaWorld over 30 years ago. This is Corky, and she is 53 years old. Now, Corky has such a sweet and docile personality. She's a favorite of many of our behaviorists, and because of her gentle nature, she has taught us so much about killer whales. Orca has helped us to learn much about killer whales in the wild so that we can help save her counterparts. We challenge the whales every day to learn new things, engage, and stimulate their minds.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.